Sports, you'll get crystal clear audio no matter where you are. And if you have an Alexa-enabled smart speaker, you can simply say, "Alexa, open Extreme Sports," and start listening. It's that easy. So why wait? Tune into Extreme Sports today and catch all the action-packed sports you love. From high school football to Hastings College basketball, we've got it all. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now and start listening to Extreme Sports. It's the ultimate way to stay connected to your favorite teams and sports, no matter where you are. Extreme Sports, the ultimate destination for all your sports needs. Download the app today and start listening now. It's time to get you back to the field for the second half of today's Hastings College baseball doubleheader on Extreme Sports.
Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Red Raiders. Leading off,
It's time to get you back to the field for the second half of today's Hastings College baseball doubleheader on Extreme Sports.
All right, we're back at Duncan Field, getting set to go for the fourth game of this series here between Northwestern and Hastings. Northwestern won the previous ball game just completed here by a score of 13-6. We'll get ready for game number 2 and the fourth game of the series here to wrap up your Saturday.
batting sixth, number 27.
So the Broncos going to send out Alex Wilson as their starting pitcher here for game number 2 here today. The rest of the lineup for Hastings, it'll be Jaden Stone. He'll lead off. He'll play in the center field here. Jace Valdez will be your shortstop. He will bat second. Jared Delgado will be the catcher. He'll bat third. Eddie Henchak into the ball game here in this second one today. He'll be over at first base. Elijah Barrett, the left fielder, batting fifth. Tristan Martinez will play right field. He'll bat sixth. Caleb Dunnick will be your designated hitter. He'll bat seventh. Tyler Welsh, the third baseman, batting eighth. And Matt Lucero will be at second base here for the second half of the Twin Bill. He'll bat at the number 9 spots. Again, Alex Wilson is on the mound here for the Broncos. The lineup for Northwestern, it'll be Luke Roboleski leading off. He'll be in center field. Devin Dirks will be the pitcher and the designated hitter. He will bat second. Grant Goodry, the first baseman, batting third. Grant Riknowski will be your left fielder. He'll bat fourth. Jack Craig, the right fielder, batting fifth. Ranier Castillo will be your second baseman. He'll bat sixth. Braden Bielner will be your third baseman. He'll bat seventh. Kevin Rubio, the catcher, batting eighth. And Brody Ayers, the shortstop, batting ninth. So Hastings and Northwestern going again here this afternoon. Northwestern now with a record of 17 wins, 10 losses on the season. They're sitting at 6-5 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference.
Now batting, number 12.
Meanwhile, Hastings are sitting at 6-19. They are 3-8 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. So we go again. This will be the 9-inning affair here today, the second half of the doubleheader and the fourth game of the series. It'll be Northwestern up to the plate here to lead off the ball game, and the first pitch by Wilson is going to be inside for a ball. So the ball game is underway. Officially game time at 3:47 here for game number 2. Alex Wilson, a right-handed thrower. The next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. 44 degrees at game time for game number 2 here today. Winds continue to blow out of the north here today. North winds at 18 miles per hour. The feels like temperature right now is at 27 degrees. 44 degrees actual temp. The feels like temperature is at 27 with winds blowing out of the north at 18 miles per hour. Nevertheless, we've got baseball here today for this Saturday. There's a ball that's going to be fouled away down the right field side. It's going to be in foul territory. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Luke Roboleski. Here comes the next pitch by Wilson, and a called third strike on the inside corner. And Luke goes down to begin the ball game. That's going to bring up Devin Dirks next. Devin Dirks will come to the plate here. So windy conditions and cold conditions here today, but looks like we're going to be in good shape to get all 4 games in here this weekend. Alex Wilson, the right-handed thrower out there for the Broncos. As the ball hit to the right side, it's going to be off with a glove with the first baseman for Hastings. Eddie Henchak, that's going to be into right field for a base hit. Ball hit hard to the right side. Eddie Henchak came off with a bag at first base to try to grab it. It goes ricocheting off of his glove into a right field, and Devin Dirks is going to get aboard here for Northwestern. Red Raiders had 12 base hits in game number 1. In fact, they out-hit Hastings in that first ball game 12-8. This is going to be Grant Goodry coming to the plate next for the Northwestern Red Raiders. Alex Wilson, he is 0-2 on the season here for the Broncos. His earned run average is sitting at 6.62. As he throws into the plate, he's going to be outside for a ball. Wilson has thrown 17 2/3 innings so far this season, giving up 19 hits and 13 runs, all 13 earned, 10 base on balls, 6 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .284 against him. This is Grant Goodry at the plate now for Northwestern. He's going to be the first baseman. Northwestern with a base runner on down there at first base. There he goes. The throw down there by Delgado is not going to be in time, and a stolen base. Devin Dirks will swipe a base, and Northwestern gets a base runner into a scoring position down there at second base. That's the 5th stolen base of the season for Devin Dirks. 1 man out. 1 runner is on the base paths here for the Red Raiders of Northwestern. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to count here to the number 3 guy in the batting order for the Northwestern Red Raiders. Wilson looks at the runner at second base, offers one to the plate. That's going to be fouled away. 3-2. Well, he's still got some faithful in the stands here. We had a good contingent from Orange City down to spend the weekend with us. They are still here. A few fans from Hastings bearing things out here and still in the stands. Next pitch is going to be down low, and Grant Goodry is going to get a walk. So a base hit and a walk here in the first inning, and Northwestern has got base runners on at first and second base. Grant Riknowski is going to come to the plate next. He'll be out in left field for the Red Raiders again today. .349 is his batting average on the season, as he steps into the right-hand batter's box. He had a triple and a double in the first ball game today. Also had a base on balls. Scored 3 runs for Northwestern as the Red Raiders beat Hastings in the first game today by a score of 13-6. Riknowski started the day again with a batting average at .349. Alex Wilson working out there for Hastings on the mound. 1 man out here in the first inning. Pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. Goodry is our base runner down there at first base. Dirks is on at second base. 3-0 is the count here as the pitch is going to be hit out towards center field. That's going to be grabbed there by Jaden Stone for the Broncos. So Stone comes up with a nice catch out there in the center field to retire Grant Riknowski. Now coming up there is going to be a Jack Craig. Craig is the right fielder here in game number 2. So he was in the first ball game. He had 3 singles in the first contest, scored a run, had an RBI. Yeah, I mean, that ball back up to the middle. It's going to be a base hit into center field. Stone is going to pick it up, and around the bag and scoring is going to be Dirks. Heading over to third is going to be a Guidry as the throw comes in. Jack Craig hammers that ball to center field to drive home a run, and Northwestern draws first blood here in the second ball game as Dirks comes in to score. It is 1-0. Northwestern has got the lead, and the runners will be on the corners at first and third. Here's Rainier Castillo coming to the plate next. He'll be the second baseman in this ball game. He hit into a double play in the first game, had a walk, and he had a single, and he flew out to right field. He scored a couple of runs for the Red Raiders. Northwestern has hit the ball well here in this series, including even their loss last night that they took the Hastings at 11-6. They still had 16 base hits in that ball game. Yeah, last night of the 9-inning affair, 34 hits between the two teams and 17 runs. Hastings won that one by the score of 11-6. There goes the runner at first base. The ball is going to be hit to third. Welsh grabs the ball, throws it across the diamond to first. That's going to be in time, and the inning is over as Rainier Castillo is going to ground out to the third baseman for Hastings, Tyler Welsh. The inning is over, but Northwestern, they get on the board. 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors on Hastings. 2 runners left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning to score. Northwestern 1, Hastings 0. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
With the spring weather upon us, Bob Sass Flowers has everything you need to feel that spring sunshine in your home. Colorful spring silks, spring-scented candles, and spring home decor. Springtime also brings high school proms. We offer custom corsage, boutonnieres, and handheld bouquets. Call us today to order yours. Located at 2618 West 2nd in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
One to nothing is the score. It's Northwestern out on top of Hastings. Devin Dirks is going to be the pitcher for Northwestern.
Jaden Stone.
Here in this second ball game today, Dirks is currently 2-2 on the season. Got an earned run average of 7.83. He's thrown 23 innings. Dirks has given up 35 hits and 28 runs. 20 of those earned. 7 base on balls, 14 strikeouts, and teams batting .327 against him. So Devin Dirks, the pitcher here for Northwestern here in this 4th game of the series. Northwestern, basically a pretty good pitching staff. Their team ERA is at 5.37. That compares to a team ERA for Hastings at 8.68. So they can hit the ball, and we've certainly seen that here in the 4-game series, and their pitching staff not too shabby either. So the Broncos will bat here in the bottom half of the first inning, trailing by the score of 1-0. Jaden Stone, Jace Valdez, Jared Delgado, the first 3 batters that come to the plate here. Eddie Henchak would then come to the plate here for Hastings in the first inning. One of those guys can get aboard. There's the ball to be hammered down the line in right field, but it's just foul. Stone in the first ball game for Hastings. He flew out a couple of times, had a triple, and scored a run in the fifth inning, and then he struck out. Started the day with a batting average of .333 for Jaden Stone. The only other game going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today is in Crete. Dakota Wesleyan has beaten Doane in the first ball game of their doubleheader. 8-7 was the final score in that one. That doubleheader is actually planned for Mitchell today, but they moved that game to Crete because of bad weather up in Mitchell. Dakota Wesleyan beats the Doane University Tigers in the first game of 2, 8-7. Northwestern winning here over Hastings 13-6. There's the ball. It's going to be poked to the outfield, out to a right field. A base hit there for Jaden Stone. So Stone leads off the bottom half of the first inning with a base hit to right field.
Jace Valdez.
Now Jace Valdez is going to come to the plate next. Valdez, the shortstop again for Hastings in this ball game. Valdez in the first game grounded out, reached on an error, and flew out, so he was 0 for 3. Valdez started the day with a batting average of .200. Valdez batting here in the number 2 spot. There's a bouncing ball toward third, foul territory. No balls and 1 strike here to Jace Valdez. Yesterday in the doubleheader for the Broncos, he was 2 for 4 at the plate with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. Hastings now at 3-8 on the season in the conference. We're 6-19 overall. There's a swing and a foul tap. No balls and 2 strikes to Valdez. Delgado is due up there next for Hastings. Devin Dirks, the right-handed thrower, out there for Northwestern. Kevin Rubio doing the catching chores for the Red Raiders here in game number 2. No balls and 2 strikes with a runner on at first base. That's Jaden Stone. There's a pitch way outside for a ball. Now 1-2. Braden Bielner is your third baseman here for Northwestern. Brody Ayers at shortstop. Rainier Castillo is at second base, and Grant Goodray is over here at first base. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 2-2 is the count. Lights are going to start to come on here. Heavy overcast sky. We've had intermittent mist. A few light rain showers throughout the day today. We've seen nothing of the S-word so far. Although there's snow falling in the western part of the state, out around North Platte, we understand. There's a ball hit to a third base. The throw is going to be across the diamond. That's going to be in time to catch Jace Valdez. Runner moves from first to second on the play. That's Jaden Stone. Here's Jared Delgado coming up to the plate next. Out of the outfield for Northwestern here in game number 2 is going to be Grant Riknowski out there in left field. Luke Roboleski is out in center field, and Jack Craig will be out in right field. 1 man out for Hastings here in the bottom half of the first inning. This one's scheduled for 9 here today. 1-0 is the score. Northwestern has got the lead. And there's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike in the outside corner on Jared Delgado, doing the catching chores again for Hastings here in game number 2. He struck out twice in the first ball game, had a single and had a double. Scored a couple of runs for the Broncos. The pitch to Delgado is going to be outside for a ball. Delgado with a .311 batting average to start the day. 1 ball and 1 strike to Delgado. Eddie Henchak is out here in the on-deck circle for the Broncos. He will bat next. There's a throw to second base, not in time. Jaden Stone is back in there for the Broncos. Stone has got 8 stolen bases so far this year for Hastings. That leads the team. Stone taking a lead down there into second base right now. Dirks throws under the plate. That's going to be fouled away down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Somebody can make some cash today. We've had a lot of foul balls that need to be chased down out on the outside of the wall here today. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jared Delgado. He waits here in the right-hand batter's box. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out to right field, shallow right field, but it's going to stay here. The wind's going to blow her back, and the second baseman, Castillo, goes back on the edge of the outfield grass to grab it there. Jared Delgado is going to fly out actually to second base, and now there's 2 men out. Eddie Henchak is going to come to the plate next for Hastings. Henchak did not play in game number 1. He's got a .254 batting average on the season. Eddie is 15 out of 59 from the plate so far this year. Henchak stands in there, big tall kid in the right-hand batter's box. Takes a whack and fouls this one away. Henchak with 15 base hits. He's got 2 doubles. He's got a triple. He's got 8 RBIs. He has scored 8 runs. Henchak with 10 base on balls and 14 strikeouts so far this season. So Eddie Henchak playing here in game number 2. He's the first baseman for the Broncos defensively. No balls and 1 strike to Eddie. Devin Dirks fires one to the plate. That's going to be in there for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Henchak yesterday did not have a good day at the plate. He was 0 for 6. Had a couple of walks and he had a strikeouts. He's behind the count here at no balls and 2 strikes. Devin Dirks working from the stretch with a runner on at second base. 0-2 pitch on the way. Hit the right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to score a run as Stone is trotting his way to the plate. That ball rolls to the side at 408 feet away. Henchak is going to dig for 3. And now he's going to be waved home as the ball is mishandled in the outfield. The throw comes in there. And it's not going to be in time. Henchak is going to circle the bases here in this first inning of play. Henchak doesn't necessarily have a blazing speed there. He got to third base.
25, Eli Merritt.
Thought he was going to be out of gas at the third base, but then they mishandled the ball out there in the outfield on the relay throw coming in here. Henchak takes off for a home plate. The throw came in, and Henchak beat that throw to the plate. So a 2-run effort there for Eddie Henchak as he circles the base pads. And now Elijah Merritt is going to come up there next. So the Broncos grab a 2-1 advantage here in this ball game as Eddie Henchak gets a couple of runs in here. And here's Elijah Merritt to the plate, the left fielder for the Broncos. Elijah Merritt in the first ball game had a double and a single. He also walked once and he struck out once. He started the day with a batting average of .288. Here's the pitch here by Devin Dirks that's going to be outside for a ball. Henchak is going to be credited with a triple. And there was an error as well. Makes sense as the ball was bobbled out there in the outfield. So a triple and an error for Eddie Henchak against the RBI, as well as Jaden Stone came in to score. There's the ball. It's going to be ripped out here to a left field. That's going to be a base hit. Picked up by Rick Novosky out there. Rather, Grant Novosky out there in left field. Elijah Merritt gets aboard here with a single. Tristan Martinez coming up there next. Grant Ricknovsky out there out in left field. Tristan Martinez coming to the plate next. He's got the best cool walk-up music ever. Tristan Martinez, the right fielder here for the Broncos. And the pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. Martinez in the first ball game reached on an error. He flew out to left field. He had his single, scored a run, had an RBI, struck out once. Mixed bag there for Tristan Martinez. Hastings with a lead here in game number 2. It's 2-1 now in the bottom of the first inning. And the count here to Martinez is going to be at 2 balls and no strikes. And now the pitching coach is going to come out and have a conversation with Devin Dirks. He comes sprinting out of the first base dugout here. And the conversation is continuing on the mound. Hastings College Baseball today is brought to you in part by Teammates in Nebraska. Join the team, be a mentor. Find out more at teammates.org. Also by Highland Dairy and by Pinnacle Bank of Hastings. The way banking should be. 2 balls and no strikes here to Tristan Martinez. 2 men out for the Broncos in the bottom half of the first inning. Dirks comes set, fires under the plate. That's going to be down low for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Hastings with a base runner down there at first base. That's Elijah Merritt. Here comes a pitch to the plate right down the pipe there for a strike, 3-1. Martinez taking all the way there. Not much of a lead by Elijah Merritt over there at first base for the Broncos. Merritt does have 1 stolen base. He's 1 for 2 in stealing bases. There's another pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. And now Martinez, after getting ahead 3 balls and no strikes, has got a full count here. 3-2. 2 men out in the bottom of the first inning. Hastings out on top, 2-1. Dirks comes set, looks to the runner at first, fires under the plate. That ball is going to be fouled away. Elijah Merritt will go back to the bag here at first. Tristan Martinez, the number 6 hitter in the batting order for the Broncos. They count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Merritt will take off on the pitch. There he goes. The ball is going to be hit to short. It's going to be fielded there. The throw over to first by Ayers is going to be in time, and Martinez is retiring the play from short to first. For the Broncos, they get a couple of runs here in the first inning. The single by Jaden Stone, the triple, and an error for Eddie Henchak. Hastings scores 2 runs, 3 base hits, 1 error on Northwestern. A runner left on base. We go to the second inning of play with a score: Hastings 2, Northwestern 1. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Industrial Irrigation Services has proudly supplied reliable horsepower to the industrial engine market since 1955. Our entire team is dedicated to fostering long-term relationships with our customers and key suppliers. Honesty and integrity make up the foundation that our business is built upon. Our entire team is ready to deliver the best sales, engineering, parts, and service support you have come to expect over many decades. No matter your industry or the rigorous demands of your application, our team of experts stand ready to serve you. We have been serving our customers and friends for over a half-century, and we look forward to continuing to provide you with the absolute best industrial engine packages and services for generations to come. When you need a solution for your industrial needs, don't just buy horsepower. Invest in reliable horsepower.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammers deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone!
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great! Let's be great!
We are Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. Bronco baseball for you today here on Extreme Sports. 2-1 is the score. Hastings with a lead here after the Broncos were beaten in game number 1 today, 13-6. So Northwestern will come up here in the top of the second inning. This is Braden Bielner going to lead things off. He's playing at third base here for the Red Raiders in the second half of the Twin Bill today. First time in the series we have seen Bielner as he will come up here for the first time. He'll be followed up by Kevin Rubio and also Brody Ayers. So Rubio is another guy we haven't seen in the other 3 games in this series this weekend. So you get to see their first playing time here. Bielner is at the plate here. He's got a batting average of 200 on the season. Got 3 base hits and 15 trips to the plate. Got 1 double to his credit and 1 home run. Pitcher's going to be in there for a strike. He falls behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's got a couple of RBIs. He's walked twice this year. He has struck out 7 times. And Bielner with a batting average of 200 here for Northwestern. Here comes the 1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Strikeout. Bielner goes down. Strikeout number 2 in the ball game now for Alex Wilson for Hastings. And now coming up there is going to be Kevin Rubio. Rubio's doing the catching chores here for the Red Raiders here in this game. Rubio is got a 130 batting average on the season. 3 out of 23 from the plate. He's got 1 double. He's got 3 RBIs. No walks, and he has struck out 11 times. Rubio with 9 runs scored. He pops this baby up. It's going to be out in right center field, and that one is going to carry. And that one's going to be off of the wall at 405 feet away. Rubio's around the bag at second. He's digging for 3, and a stand-up triple there for Kevin Rubio. Rubio gets his 4th base hit of the season. That one was deep out there in the right center field, 405 feet away. Rubio gets his first triple of the season. And he is standing on the bag at third base. Here comes Brody Ayers coming to the plate next for the Red Raiders. Brody Ayers is the shortstop. So Rubio connects here for Northwestern. Towering shot to right center field. There's the ball, gets away from Delgado and coming down from third base and scoring on the play. Northwestern's come back to tie things up at 2 runs apiece. TJ Silliman was running for Rubio at third base. He was probably out of gas. Big guy got around on the triple, so he was run for over there at third base by TJ Silliman, and Silliman comes in to score on the pass ball, and the catcher, there's one hit out in front of the plate. It's picked up by Delgado down to first base, and that is going to retire Brody Ayers. So now there's 2 outs here in the second inning. But a run is in to score for Northwestern to tie up this ball game at 2 runs apiece. Rubio gets the triple, then the pass ball, allowing Silliman to come in to score. Now we're back to the top of the order again. Luke Roboleski is going to come back to the plate. He's going to take a strike on the outside corner. He struck out the last time up there. He had a couple of strikeouts. In fact, he had 3 strikeouts in game number 1. But he did his damage yesterday in the doubleheader against the Broncos. He was 7 out of 11 from the plate. 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, and 2 strikeouts. He's got a batting average of .506 on the season here. Start of the day, what was he, 43 out of 85 from the plate. 6 doubles, 3 home runs. There's a slow breaking pitch there by Alex Wilson that misses. The count down, 3 balls and 1 strike to Roboleski. Devin Dirks would be next here for Northwestern. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. It's going to be down low again. The ball ricochets off of the glove of Delgado. And running down to first base on the walk is going to be Roboleski. Devin Dirks coming up there next, the pitcher. They've also got him listed as the DH here in this ball game. Dirks has already got a single in this contest. That was back in the first inning. Dirks played in the first ball game as well. He was at third base. There goes the runner at first, and the ball is going to be hit out to right field, and that's going to be just foul. Out toward the foul pole at 367 feet away. Boy, Northwestern just hammering the ball here in this series. Runner was going at the first base, but he'll go back to the bag at first. Devin Dirks back to the left-hand batter's box here. The count to him is at 0-1 Dirks in the first ball game was 0 for 5. There's a ball thrown over to first base. He gets by the first baseman, Eddie Henchak. Running down to second base on the play is going to be Roboleski. So an error on the pitcher for Hastings, Alex Wilson, on the throw over to first base. Devin Dirks started the day with a batting average of .323. Dirks waiting here in the left-hand batter's box with the runner now at second base in a 2-2 ball game. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. 1-1 to count to Devin Dirks. He backs out of the batter's box. Calls the timeout. Now he's ready to go. Dirks again started the day with a batting average at .323. Northwestern now at 17-10 on the season, 6-5 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. That one is going to be down low for a ball. It's now 2-1. Northwestern started the day tied with Briar Cliff for fourth place in the conference. Briar Cliff not playing today. So in essence, Northwestern takes over fourth place in the conference with a win in the opener over Hastings at 13-6. There's a fastball there. It's going to be in there for a strike in the inside corner. 3-2 is the count here to Devin Dirks in the second inning of play. There's the ball. It's going to be hit towards second. It's going to get by Lucero into a right field. The run is going to come in to score. And now Northwestern has got a 3-2 advantage. So Devin Dirks has got the RBI single here in the second inning to bring home Roboleski. 3-2. Northwestern has got the lead. And now we have a courtesy runner as well over there at first base for Northwestern. Bryce Click is now going to run over there at first base. So Click will run for the pitcher. Here's a Goodray coming to the plate next for Northwestern. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Northwestern has got the lead. Red Raiders already with 4 base hits here in the first 2 innings. Off of Alex Wilson, right-handed thrower here for the Broncos. There goes the runner at first base, and a pitch can be fouled away. So the runner goes back to the bag at first. That's Bryce Click. Click has got 2 stolen bases so far this year. 2 out of 3 in swiping bases. Next pitch comes inside. Guidry dances away from that ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Guidry. Grant Ricknowski is scheduled up there next. There's the ball hit to third base. Welch has got it. His throw across the diamond is going to be in time as Eddie Henchak grabs that one off with the turf, and Grant Guidry is going to be retired in the play from third to first. But Northwestern, they come up with 2 runs here in the second inning. 2 runs on a couple of base hits, including the triple by Kevin Rubio. 1 error on Hastings, and a runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning with a score. Northwestern 3, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here. Listen online at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports.
Back at Duncan Field in Hastings, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Hastings is trailing in the contest now 3-2. Coming up there for the Broncos here in this inning will be Caleb Dunnick, also Tyler Welsh, and Matt Lucero. So Dunnick comes into the plate. He's the DH here in this ball game. Started the day with a batting average of .227. He takes a whack at that one in his swing and a miss. Dunnick struck out in the first ball game. He was hit by a pitch. Then had a big two-run single in the fifth inning of play for Hastings. Is that ball out toward the right field? That's going to curve over into foul territory. The count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Hastings in that first ball game, they scored 4 runs in the fifth inning. The pull within 7-6. But then Northwestern, they came back and scored 6 runs in their next at-bat to take control of the game. They eventually won the thing by a score of 13-6. So Northwestern has won 2 of the 3 games in the series. They opened up with a 7-0 win yesterday. Hastings won the second game last night by the score of 11-6. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Caleb Dunnick. He is the designated hitter. Standing here in the right-hand batter's box as he backs out momentarily. Now he re-enters. Devin Dirks is your pitcher for Northwestern. Kevin Rubio is behind the plate for the Red Raiders here in this ball game. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Northwestern from Orange City, Iowa. About 4 hours from Hastings as the Red Raiders will make their way back home after this one here this afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Dunnick. Club in hand, waiting on the pitch. It's on the way. It's going to be outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. After this one today, Hastings will be on the road. Next Friday, they'll play at Concordia. There's a swing and a miss by Dunnick, and he goes down. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game now for Devin Dirks.
Tyler Welsh.
Tyler Welsh is coming to the plate next for the Broncos. Welsh, he played yesterday in the doubleheader. He was 2 for 7 at the plate. 1 run scored and 3 strikeouts. He takes a whack at that one in his swing and a miss. Welsh, a 163 hitter on the season. He's got 7 base hits, 43 trips to the plate, 2 runs scored for Tyler Welsh. There's a swing and a miss. Welsh has walked 1 time. He has struck out 15 times. So Tyler Welsh now behind in the count here, no balls and 2 strikes. 1 man out here in the second inning of play. This one's scheduled for 9 here today. Bouncing ball to first base, going to be grabbed there. Grant Goodry just leisurely goes over and touches the bag to record the out on Tyler Welsh. And now Matt Lucero is going to come to the plate next.
Lucero.
Lucero He's seeing his first playing time here in this weekend series. Lucero's playing at second base. His batting average on the year is at 120. 3 base hits and 25 trips to the plate for Matt Lucero as he watches the first pitch go by. Lucero has got 1 double to his credit. He's got 1 RBI, 4 base on balls, and he has struck out 13 times. Swing and a miss there, and they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Hastings at Concordia next Friday gets underway at 3 on the doubleheader. Concordia right now out on top of the conference. Hastings will be back at home next Saturday against the Dordt Defenders. Gets underway at 1 next Saturday. We'll have the action for you next Saturday here on Extreme Sports, beginning with a pregame show at 12:45. The Broncos with a road game at Concordia Friday, back home to take on Dordt on Saturday. There's a cold third strike there, and a strikeout on Matt Lucero. The second strikeout of the inning for Devin Dirks, and the Broncos down in order here in inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the third inning with a score. Northwestern 3, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field at Hastings, we head to the third inning. 3-2. Northwestern with a lead over Hastings. Alex Wilson is going to come back out and throw. Adams Central is supposed to play Fremont today in the Elkhorn tournament. It looks like that game has been called off. Hastings High is playing today. The Tigers are playing in Beatrice. They are in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're in extra innings. Hastings High and Beatrice, they are tied up at 3 runs apiece. So some high school baseball being played on this Saturday. Grant Ricknowski is going to come to the plate here for Northwestern. Ricknowski, he flew out to center field his first time up there. 0 for 1 here in this ball game. 3-2, Northwestern with a lead over Hastings here in the second half of the Twin Bill. Ball hit to Welch at third base. Tosses it over and across the diamond. It's going to be in time. Ricknowski is going to be retiring the play from third to first. Jack Craig coming up there next. Craig had an RBI single in the first inning. Craig started the day with a batting average of .294. He had, three base hits in the opener. He was also hit by a pitch. Craig scored a run in that first ball game as Northwestern beat Hastings earlier today by a score of 13-6. He takes a strike here, 0-1. Next pitch by Wilson is going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nebraska playing Oregon State in the college baseball today in Lincoln. Nebraska's softball team opening up a series with the Purdue Boilermakers. That series running Saturday, Sunday, and Monday this weekend instead of the usual Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jack Craig. Next pitch is swung on and foul tap. Craig stays in the batter's box here. 1 man out for Northwestern. They've got the lead over Hastings. The score is 3-2. Dakota Wesleyan beats Doane in the first game of their doubleheader today in Crete, winning by a score of 8-7. There's a bouncing ball to a second base. Lucero picks it up on a hop. His throw over to first is going to be just in the nick of time. He had to wait for that baby to come down. A high chopper to a second base. Lucero grabs it and immediately gets rid of it. Over to Eddie Henchek. He got him by a half a step over there at first base. So 2 up, 2 down for Northwestern here in the third. And now Rainier Castillo is going to come to the plate next. He grounded out his first time up there. And the pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. Castillo started the day with a batting average of 300. In the first ball game, he hit into a double play. He had a walk, had a single, and flew out to right field. Scored 2 runs for the Red Raiders. Here's that ball out toward right field. It's going to curve over. No, yeah, it's going to curve over into foul territory, but just foul. Tristan Martinez was giving chase there for the Broncos, and it is just foul down the line. Martinez is a little slow in getting up as he gets the ball back to the infield. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Rainier Castillo. Braden Bielner would be next if Castillo can find his way on the base pads here. 3-2 the score. Hastings College baseball here this afternoon on Extreme Sports. Overcast sky, windy, cold today. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike in the inside corner, 1-2. Air conditioner was on yesterday here in the press box at Duncan. Not the case today. Back to the heat. Here's the next pitch is going to be outside and down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I thought we were done on the heat cycle out here, but it's back on today. 2-2 is the count here. Bouncing ball again, left side. Valdez at short. He's got it over to first base. That's going to be in time. And Northwestern is going to be retired in order here in inning number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Northwestern with a lead. Northwestern 3, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there's no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 2017 West 2nd, across from the water park in Hastings.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, Bronco baseball for you today here on Extreme Sports. We are in the 3rd inning. Hastings trailing by the score of 3-2. Jaden Stone, we have the top of the order coming up here in the 3rd. Jaden Stone, Jace Valdez, and Jared Delgado. They're trying to take advantage here. There's a ball that's going to be hit back to the pitcher off of his glove. It's going to be fielded by the second baseman, but no play at first base. Hard to hit ball off of the bat of Jaden Stone. Dirks knocks it down, could not pull it in on the mound. The second baseman Castillo came in to grab the ball, but he had no play, no chance to catch Jaden Stone over there at first base. So Stone is going to get a base hit there. He leads off the third inning with the base hit. Jace Valdez coming to the plate next for the Broncos. Valdez, he grounded out his first time up there. Now a throw over to first base. Not in time. Stone again is the leading base stealing threat for the Broncos. He's got 8 swipes so far this year. He's 8 out of 9 in his stealing bases. Takes the lead. He stays put. The bunt is going to be laid down, but in foul territory. Valdez will come back to the right-hand batter's box. Stone will go back to first base. And Hastings will play at Concordia next Friday afternoon, beginning at 3 in the doubleheader. Then back at home next Saturday with a doubleheader against Dort. We'll have the action here at Duncan Field next Saturday, beginning at 12:45 here on Extreme Sports. There's the ball. It's going to be popped up. The runner was going on the pitch again, but Valdez pops the ball away and back out of play. 0-2 now to Jace Valdez. Valdez started the day with a batting average of 200. He was 0 for 4 in game number 1. Grounded out again here in inning number 1, so he's 0 for his last 5. Next pitch to him is going to be fouled away again, this time down the right field line, out of play. Hopefully we're finding some of those baseballs. The home plate umpire going to be running short of fresh, clean baseballs in his ball bag here. No balls and 2 strikes to Jace Valdez in the third inning. There's a ball hit to Castillo at second base. He flips it to second for 1 over to first base. That's a double play. Double play turned there by the Red Raiders. 4-6-3 double play. And now there's 2 outs.
Now batting, number 4.
Jared Delgado is going to come up there next. Delgado, he popped one to the second baseman back there in the first inning. Delgado started the day, batting average at .311. Struck out twice in the first game, had a single and he had a double. Takes a swing there and a swing and a miss. Ball's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. This is the 4th game of the 4-game series between these 2 teams this weekend. They split yesterday. Northwestern winning the first game this afternoon 13-6. With the way the weather forecast read for the weekend, it didn't look real good for action today. But after some rains overnight, some rains this morning, we haven't seen too much moisture this afternoon. Of course, on the turf here at Duncan Field. So we've been able to get 1 game in at 13-6 in favor of Northwestern. We're underway here in game number 2. As we're in the 3rd inning of this 9-inning ball game. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Forecast yesterday when we left the ballpark, they were calling for about a 75 to 80% chance of rain throughout the day today. It didn't look good. There's the ball hit in the hole at the shortstop. A long throw over to first base. That's going to be in time. What a throw there by Brody Ayers. He grabs that one on the edge of the outfield grass at shortstop and had to make a long throw over to his first baseman, Grant Goodray. It's going to be in time to catch Jared Delgado. So the inning is over here. Had a great play by the shortstop for Northwestern. The Broncos scored no runs on a base hit, no errors, and no one left as Northwestern turns the double play there in the 3rd inning. 3 innings in the books. We head to the top of the 4th. The score, Northwestern 3, Hastings 2. You are listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
Mike Will back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. Bronco baseball today here on Extreme Sports. It's Northwestern now batting. We're in the top of the fourth inning. This is Braden Bielner coming to the plate for the second time today. He struck out the last time up there. Sends that ball down the line at first base, and the first baseman for Hastings, Eddie Henchak, just at the last second picks up the ball and tags out to Bielner. Henchak was waiting for that baby to curve foul, but
Kevin Rubio.
As it got to the bag, Bielner was coming down the line, and he decided to pick the ball up, and he tags out to Braden Bielner before he got to the bag. So Braden is going to be retired in the play. Now Kevin Rubio is going to come to the plate next. Rubio is the catcher here for the Red Raiders in this ball game. Rubio came to the plate back there in inning number 2 with a 130 batting average, and the guy that had only 3 base hits all season and hit a towering triple to right center field. So Kevin Rubio has shown he's got a little power down here in the number 8 spot. Takes a swing in the last pitch there. It was 1 ball and 1 strike now. There's another swing and a miss, and he falls behind 1-2. Rubio struck out 11 times so far this year with no walks. 4 base hits now and 24 trips to the plate, and he gets a second base hit there to the left side, right on by Jace Valdez, the shortstop. So, hey, Kevin Rubio has got a couple of base hits here for Northwestern in the first 2 innings. The first 2 times at bat. We're in the 4th inning. Now Brody Ayers is going to come to the plate next. So Rubio playing in just his 10th game of the season. Northwestern has played 27 games. Rubio has played in 10 of them, and he gets his second base hit here in this contest. A triple and a single now for Kevin Rubio. Brody Ayers coming to the plate next. He went out in front of the plate back there in inning number 2, and Jared Delgado went out and retired him at first base. Ayers started the day with a batting average of .307. Had a couple of base hits, a double and a triple in game number 1 here today. There's a breaking pitch thrown by Alex Wilson. That's going to miss. 2 balls and no strikes now to the number 9 hitter in the batting order for Northwestern, Brody Ayers. 3-2 is the score. Northwestern with a run in the first and 2 in the second inning. There goes the runner at first base. A pitch is in there for a strike, and a throw by Delgado is way over the head of everybody. It's in the center field. Running down to third base on the play is going to be a Spillman running for Rubio, the catcher. So a stolen base, an error on the catcher, and Jared Delgado as his throw down to second base was over the head of everybody in the center field. So Spillman is now over here at third base with 1 man out. So they're chalked up there on the Broncos. That's going to be their second error of the ball game. There's a ball that's going to be hit to the left side. It's going to be grabbed by Tyler Welch at third base. His throw over to first is going to be in time, but a run comes in to score. Brody Ayers is going to ground out to third base, but that drives home a run as a Spielman running for a Rubio comes in and taps the plate for the fourth run of the ball game. Luke Roboleski coming up to the plate next for Northwestern. He has walked and he has struck out once in the ball game. Again, this is the guy that's got that batting average at .506 on the season. He's going to take a strike here. Yeah, he had 7 hits yesterday, 7 out of 11 from the plate. Not nearly as effective today. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike, 1-1. Roboleski did have a triple in game number 1, but he also struck out 3 times and had a walk. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Leadoff man in the batting order here for the Red Raiders, Luke Roboleski. Wilson working out there for Hastings. There's a ball hit over his head out towards second base. Grabbed at second base by the Broncos' Lucero, and his throw, tough one over to first base, was not in time. Roboleski is going to get aboard with an infield single. That was over the head of Alex Wilson, the pitcher. Matt Lucero, the second baseman, grabs that one right behind the bag at the second, but then had to make a tough throw back the other way, back toward the first base, and it was not in time. Didn't have a lot of juice on the throw. Devin Dirks is going to come up there next. He's the pitcher and the DH in this ball game. He's got a couple of singles so far in this contest. Has scored a run. He's got an RBI. Dirks in the first ball game failed to reach base. Had 3 strikeouts, a ground out, and he flew out. Started the day with a .323 batting average. He pops this one up. Going to stay here in the infield. And Lucero, the second baseman, is going to grab it right near first base. So Dirks is going to fly out officially to the second baseman in Matt Lucero, but he grabs it closer to the bag at first. The inning is over here for Northwestern. The Red Raiders, they score 1 run here in the 4th inning. 1 run and a couple of base hits, no errors. Runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with a score. Northwestern 4, Hastings 2. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. This one's scheduled for 9 here today. Northwestern with a lead over the Broncos, looking to win the series. 4-2 is the score. Eddie Hinchak, Elijah Merritt, Tristan Martinez, 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order for the Broncos coming up here in the 4th inning. Eddie Hinchak, in the first inning, had a triple and came home on an error, so he circled the bases on his first at-bat here as he had a towering shot out toward the right center field. Eddie Hinchak is up to the plate for the second time here today. The outfield is playing deep out there with Eddie coming to the plate. The count to him is at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Dirks throws onto the plate. That's going to be outside for a ball. 1-2. So Devin Dirks has went all the way so far for Northwestern here in game number 2. Alex Wilson doing the same for Hastings College. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Henchek. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Henchek, a big tall kid from transfer from Emporia State. Playing at first base for the Broncos defensively today. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be hit out to the outfield, out to left center field. That ball is deep, and that ball is going to be out of here. A home run for Eddie Henchek to left center field. So a ball blown out of Duncan Field. Eddie Henchek blows one out in left center field. His last one was to right center. Then he got a triple and came home on the air. That one was no doubt out of the ballpark. Eddie Henchek gets a home run for the Broncos, his first home run of the season, so you can add his name to the list of people who have blown a ball out of the ballpark here at Duncan Field. So Eddie Henchek gets a solo home run here in the 4th inning. Elijah Merritt coming to the plate next. I don't know if I've seen a year that we have hit so many home runs out of the ballpark. The other day, the Hastings College game, we had 3 of them. 3 of them in a doubleheader, all in one day. Eddie Henchek, he blasts one out of here now over the brick wall at 405 feet away. Elijah Merritt at the plate now for the Broncos. They'll take a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1 to count. Eldon's Auto, you might see a ball in your parking lot Monday when you get there. 2-1 is the count. There's a big swing and a miss by Elijah Merritt. The count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out for Hastings here in the 4th inning. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Broncos back to within a run. There's a ball by Merritt. It's going to be hit toward right field. That's going to be in foul territory. Now remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. Nobody out here. The pitch is going to be on the way, and it's going to be fouled away. Devin Dirks continues to throw out there. NCAA Men's College Basketball Tournament continues tonight. Texas Tech will play Florida in the first game. Gets underway at 5. Alabama and Duke will play the second ball game. Both Florida and Duke, the number 1 seeds, favored in the ball games tonight. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Elijah Merritt. There's the next pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes and nobody out to Elijah Merritt. Dirks throws into the plate. That ball is going to be lifted up. It's going to be in the outfield, shallow right field, coming on Craig, and he'll make the catch. Elijah Merritt is going to fly out to right field. They're still playing high school baseball in Beatrice today. Hastings and Beatrice, they are tied up at 3 runs apiece. But Beatrice has runners on at second and third base, we understand now, with 2 men out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Hastings High and Beatrice tied at 3 runs apiece. Tristan Martinez is going to come to the plate next for the Broncos. He grounded out his first time up there in inning number 1. There's 1 man out. There's a bouncing ball at the third base. It's going to be grabbed there and a throw across the diamond in time. Braden Bielner is seeing playing time here for the first time. He makes the play on the ball at third base.
Now batting,
That's the second out of the inning.
Dunnick.
Caleb Dunnick coming to the plate next. He's the designated hitter in this ball game. Struck out his last time up there. Dunnick also was the DH in game number 1. He had a big 2-run double in the 5th inning for Hastings to pull the Broncos within 7-6 late before Northwestern went on to score 6 more runs to win the ball game on a score of 13-6. Dunnick also struck out once, and he was hit by a pitch in that first ball game. Started the day with a batting average of .227. There's the ball is going to be fouled away here at the plate, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dunnick. Hastings will play at Concordia next Friday beginning at 3. Broncos back home next Saturday beginning at 1 against the Dordt Defenders. We'll have the Hastings Dordt doubleheader for you next Saturday here on Extreme Sports. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets underway at 1 o'clock next Saturday, 12:45 for the pregame show here on Extreme Sports. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dunnick takes a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Strikeout number 3 in the ball game now for Devin Dirks, and the inning is over here for the Broncos. But Hastings scores 1 run on the solo home run by Eddie Henchak. 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the 5th inning of play. The score, it is Northwestern 4, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
You're locked in to Extreme Sports.
Olivares now hits a line drive to deep left field. Ward is back to the wall. Granny time!
Here's Doncic wheeling inside in traffic and got it to go. Calling the foul.
The home of 24/7 sports talk. Nothing but pure sports action.
Mike Well back at Duncan Field in Hastings. The Broncos trailing by the score of 4-3 here to Northwestern. And the Red Raiders will come up to the plate here in the 5th inning. Looking in the ball game down into Beatrice. Beatrice has scored a run, a walk-off in the bottom of the 9th inning as Beatrice beats Hastings High by the score of 4-3. So the Tigers, after winning their first 2 games of the year, they go down today, losing to Beatrice 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here's a base hit by Grant Goodray to begin the 5th inning. Sees the first pitch here in the 5th inning and sends it to left field. So Goodray gets aboard, first base hit of this ball game. And Grant Riknowski is going to come to the plate next for Northwestern. Grant is 0 for 2 so far in this ball game, but he did have a triple and a double in game number 1. Also got on base with a base on balls in the first half of the doubleheader this afternoon. First pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike, 1-0. Alex Wilson continues to throw here for Hastings in this ball game. Wilson has given up 7 base hits as the ball hit by the shortstop Valdez into a center field. So back-to-back hits here for Northwestern to begin the 5th inning. And the Red Raiders have runners on at first and second base. Coming up there next for the Red Raiders is going to be Jack Craig. Craig is the right fielder. He had an RBI single in the first, and he grounded out in the 3rd inning of play. Craig started the day with a batting average of .294, 3 base hits, 3 for 3 in game number 1. He was also hit by a pitch as he whacks at that one in a foul tap back to the backstop. No balls, 1 strike to Jack Craig. Northwestern with a run in the first, 2 in the second, and a run in the 4th. Hastings with 2 runs in the first, and the solo shot by Eddie Henchak for a home run in the 4th inning of play. 4-3, Northwestern looking to take this 4th game of the series. They've won 2 games. Hastings has won 1 so far. There's the ball hit to the left side. It goes into left field for a base hit. Now the bases are loaded. 3 straight hits to begin the 5th inning. Jack Craig sends that one right on by the 3rd baseman, Tyler Welsh. Now the bases are loaded here for Northwestern, and there's no outs. Ranier Castillo is going to come to the plate next. So Castillo comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Pitch to him is going to be fouled away. Back to the screen. 0-1. Castillo started the day with a batting average of .300. Hit into a double play. He walked, had a single, and he flew out to right field in game number 1 here this afternoon. No balls and 1 strike here to Castillo. He's going to hit that ball out to right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Picked up there by Martinez. Everybody advances 1 as Martinez gets the ball back to the infield. And Ranier Castillo gets the RBI single, a base hit to right field. Brings home Goodry from 3rd base. That makes the score now 5-3 in favor of Northwestern. Everybody advances 1. Grant Rivnoski moves over to 3rd base. Jack Craig is on at 2nd. Castillo is on at 1st base. And now a conference on the hill here for Alex Wilson. So the conference is continuing. We'll see if Wilson is able to continue. The home plate umpire is going to come out and break things up. Steve Maddock, the head coach for Hastings, out talking with his pitcher in Alex Wilson. Bronco Baseball brought to you in part by Teammates of Nebraska. Join the team, be a mentor. Find out more at teammates.org. Also by Highland Dairy and by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Alex Wilson will stay out there for the time being as we gaze down in the bullpen. Yep, there's some guys warming up down there, down in the 3rd base bullpen. Coming up to the plate next is going to be Braden Bielner. Bielner is the 3rd baseman. He is 0 for 2 so far today. He is struck out, and he grounded out to 1st base. Bielner did not play in the first 3 games of the series. He's getting a chance today at 3rd base. There's a ball. He's going to hit that one to left field on the ground. 1 run comes in to score. And Bielner is going to get aboard here. An RBI single as he knocks that one right on between Tyler Welsh, the 3rd baseman, and Jace Valdez, the shortstop. Up and down the lineup, and now we are going to have a pitching change here for the Broncos as we're going to have another mound appearance, and we're going to have a pitching change coming up here for the Broncos with Hastings now down in the ball game by a score of 6-3. We'll take a break, a pitching change for Hastings College, and a call to the bullpen here in the 5th inning. It is now Northwestern 6, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for broasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student-athletes.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, the new pitcher for Hastings is going to be Max Smith. Smith, he threw a no-hitter through 6 innings the other night in the non-conference game at Nebraska Wesleyan on Tuesday. Smith was taken out after 6 innings with a no-hitter. So now he's back out there here today in a relief appearance. Smith has a 9.95 earned run average. He's thrown 12 2/3 innings for the Broncos. His overall record is sitting at 1 win and 2 losses. Out of those 12 2/3 innings, he's given up 11 hits, 17 runs, 14 earned, 12 base on balls, and 14 strikeouts. Team's batting just .229 against him, but he came up with a big performance on Tuesday in the non-conference game with Nebraska Wesleyan. So Max Smith, a left-handed thrower out there now for the Broncos. The bases are loaded for Northwestern. There is nobody out here in the 5th inning. 2 runs already in, and the Broncos are trailing by a score of 6-3. Northwestern will play, or the Hastings will play with the infield in. Max Smith comes set, fires under the plate, and a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Kevin Rubio. Rubio is the catcher, seeing his first playing time here in game number 4 of this series here today. Next pitch to him is going to be fouled away, back to the screen. Count remains a 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rubio with a 130 batting average to begin the day, but he's got 2 hits here in this one. A single and a triple, and he has scored 2 runs. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Just misses outside, a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Kevin Rubio. Brody Ayers would be next. Bases loaded here for Northwestern in the top of the 5th inning. There's a pitch that misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one just misses down low, so the count is now full. 3-2. Smith comes set, fires under the plate, down low for a ball, and he walks home a run. Kevin Rubio is going to get a base on balls here to drive home a run. Those last 2 pitches right around the strike zone, but Max Smith couldn't get the call. So 3 runs have scored now here in this inning. It's now a 7-3 lead for Northwestern. Brody Ayers is going to come to the plate next. The Broncos will keep the infield in. Still with nobody out here in the 5th inning of play. Smith's next pitch is going to be way outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Delgado behind the plate. Max Smith on the hill. Tyler Welsh at third base. Jace Valdez at shortstop. Matt Lucero is at second. Eddie Hinchak is on at first base. 1-0 the count here. Next pitch, it's going to be down low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Out of the outfield for the Broncos, Elijah Merritt out in left. Jaden Stone in center. Tristan Martinez is out in right field. 2 balls and no strikes now to Brody Ayers. Next pitch, that one is right down the pipe for a strike. So 2-1 to count now. Center fielder Jaden Stone pulled around a couple of steps to his right out there. 2-1 is the count. Next pitch by Max Smith, going to be way outside for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. No place to put Brody Ayers. Base pads are jammed here in the 5th inning. 3-1 is the count. Max Smith looks in for the sign. He's got it. 3-1 pitch on the way. Down low. A ball and a base on balls, and another run comes in to score. Brody Ayers is going to get a base on balls to drive home a run. Coming in is going to be a Castillo from third base. It's now an 8-3 ball game. Northwestern has scored 4 runs here in the 5th inning, and still there is nobody out for the Red Raiders. Coming up there next is going to be Luke Roboleski with a .506 batting average on the season. Bases are loaded for him, and now the Broncos put the infield back at regular depth here. Bases are still juiced up here. There's the ball. It's going to be fouled away. Back to screen and beyond. No balls and 2 strikes now to Roboleski. He's struck out once today. He's walked and he's got a single. He's scored a run here in this ball game, the second half of the doubleheader today. Max Smith throwing here with a count, no balls and 2 strikes. There's the ball poked to the right side. That's going to sneak through there for a base hit, and a run comes in to score. Hinchak tried to grab it at first base. He was moving to his right to grab it. He couldn't get there. It was a slow roller. Matt Lucero eventually got to the ball on the edge of the outfield grass, but had no place to go with it. As Roboleski is going to drive home a run with an infield single. So coming into scoring is going to be a Buellner. Bases are still loaded, and now Devin Dirks is going to come up there next. He is the pitcher and the designated hitter in this ball game. Northwestern now is a 9-3 lead over Hastings. Max Smith is going to fire one in the plate. That's going to be in there for a strike, and he gets ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Dirks is the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the 5th inning. And all 9 guys, or 8 of the 9 guys so far, have reached base. There's nobody out for Northwestern here in the 5th inning. They had a big inning in game number 1 as they scored 6 runs in inning number 6 to win that ball game 13-6 over Hastings. And now they're putting it to the Broncos here with 5 runs so far here in the 5th inning, and we're not done yet. Nobody out here in the 5th. Next pitch is going to be in there for a cold strike in the outside corner, and a big strike out there. Devin Dirks goes down. Strikeout number 1 in the ball game for Max Smith. And now coming back up there for the Red Raiders is going to be Grant Gidry. Gidry started this thing off by singling to begin this inning. He's got a single. He's grounded out once, and he is walked in this ball game. 9-3 is the score. You're listening to a Bronco baseball action here today on Extreme Sports, the 4th game of our 4-game series between the Red Raiders and the Broncos this weekend. There's a big swing and a miss there by Grant Gidry, and now the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gidry started the day, a batting average of .311 on the season. There's a roller toward first base, foul territory. Gidry played yesterday in both ball games. Went 5 out of 8 from the plate. 4 RBIs and a walk. 9-3 is the score here. Northwestern has got the lead. on a heavy, overcast, and cool day today here in Hastings. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Temperature is now at 42 in Hastings. And the feels like temperature is at 25. There's a high fly ball over here in foul territory. First base side, Hinchak giving chase. And can't get to it. It falls. Wind's blowing out of the north right now at 18 miles per hour. Feels like 25 degrees as we play baseball here this afternoon. Two balls and 2 strikes now to your batter up there in Grant Goodry. Bases are loaded up here for Northwestern. There's a swing and a strikeout. Grant Goodry strikes out. Strikeout number 2 in the ball game for Smith. Delgado actually dropped that 3rd strike, but Goodry was already walking toward the dugout here. Now coming up there is going to be Grant Ricknowski to the plate next. He's the left fielder. 1 for 3 so far in this ball game. He had a single the last time up there. Now there's 2 outs. There's a foul ball here as it's going to be fouled back out of action here. No balls and 1 strike to Grant Ricknowski. Bases are still loaded. 5 runs in for Northwestern here in this inning. Max Smith trying to get out of this inning with no further damage done. The Broncos already trailing by a score of 9-3. There's a strike delivered up there. So Smith has come on. He's struck out Devin Dirks. He struck out Grant Goodry. Now he's ahead of the count here at no balls and 2 strikes to Grant Ricknowski. There's a ball hit to a short. It gets by there into a left center field. Valdez couldn't grab it. A run comes in to score. Here comes the second one to the plate, and now it's an 11-3 ball game. Grant Ricknowski hammers that one right on by our shortstop, Jace Valdez, who makes a diving attempt on the ball, could not come up with it. 2 more runs come in to score here for the Red Raiders, and now it's 11-3. Coming up there next is going to be Jack Craig. So Jack Craig is going to come to the plate. There's a ball thrown down to third base as the Red Raiders throw with a double steal, and the throw is not in time, and it gets away from the third baseman and Tyler Welsh. So runners are on now at second and third base. Making a mess of the scorecard again today. So runners are on at second and third base. It's 11-3. Hastings is trailing. This is Jack Craig at the plate here. Craig, he's got a couple of singles in this ball game. He has scored a run, and he has grounded out once. 13 base hits again for the Red Raiders here in this ball game. He put up double digits. There's a pitch that's going to miss. 13 base hits in this ball game. They had 12 earlier today. In their loss last night, they had 16 base hits, and they had 14 base hits in their win yesterday. Their first game of the series. There's a ball that's going to be hit to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Scores 1 run. Here comes the second one to the plate, and Northwestern putting it to the Broncos here in this one. Another 2-run single by Jack Craig. 2 more runs come in to score here for the Red Raiders. It's now a 13-3 ball game in favor of Northwestern. And Rainier Castillo is going to come to the plate next. 2 men out. 14 base hits in the ball game for Northwestern. They have had a good weekend swinging the bat, to say the least. So Craig takes his lead down there at first base. There's the ball. It's going to be down low. The ball gets away from Delgado, and running down to second base on the play is going to be Jack Craig. Castillo has a count here of 1 ball and no strikes. And now the home plate umpire is down here. The ball went to ricocheting off of the glove of the catcher, Jared Delgado. And the home plate umpire is down behind the plate here, as the training staff will come out and check on him. We're in the 5th inning of play. It is a 13-3 ball game. Northwestern has got the lead here over the Broncos, as they will attend to the home plate umpire back here behind the dish. 9 runs in for Northwestern here in the 5th inning. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
With the spring weather upon us, Bob Sass Flowers has everything you need to feel that spring sunshine in your home. Colorful spring silks, spring-scented candles, and spring home decor. Springtime also brings high school proms. We offer custom corsage, boutonnieres, and handheld bouquets. Call us today to order yours. Located at 2618 West 2nd in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, we're back here at Duncan Field. The home plate umpire is up and he's ready to go. It's 5th inning of play. The count here is 1 ball and no strikes to Castillo, as Max Smith continues to work out there for Hastings. And the pitch here to the plate is going to be swung on and missed. 1-1. The count down to Castillo. And the home plate umpire, he got hit where men don't like to get hit. Anyway, it took him a little while to get back onto his feet, but he grabs the mask and he's back behind the dish here. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. It's 2-1. Not easy sometimes being the guy behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. 2-1 the count here to Rainier Castillo for the Northwestern Red Raiders, with 2 men out in the 5th inning of play. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball from Max Smith. So after throwing a no-hitter the other night through 6 innings against Nebraska Wesleyan, Max doesn't appear to have his same stuff here in this ball game against Northwestern. 3-1 is the count. Next pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Castillo made a move toward first base, but the strike is called. 3-2. Man is on at second base here for Northwestern. 13-3, the Red Raiders with a lead. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. First base side. 9 runs here in the 5th inning for the Red Raiders of Northwestern. They have been in double digits in hits in all 4 games of the series this weekend. They got 14 of them today. There's a ball hit to second base. Lucero grabs it, gets it over to first, and the out is made. And Castillo is thrown out from second to first. Lucero went to a sliding stop down there at second base to grab the ball, but the inning is over. 9 runs Count them, 9 runs across the plate here in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th with a score. Northwestern 13, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student athletes.
Keep it right here. You are listening to Extreme Sports.
Mike Well back here, Duncan Field and Hastings. We enter the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Welsh, Matt Lucero, and Jaden Stone scheduled up here for the Broncos. Devin Dirks continues to throw out there for Northwestern. 13-3 is the score now. Northwestern with a lead. Tyler Welsh to the plate for the second time today. He grounded out back there in inning number 2. We're now in the bottom of the 5th inning here. Tyler Welsh back up there. There's a ball hit right back to Dirks on the mound. Runs it toward first base, underhands it to Goodry and completes the out. Tyler Welsh is thrown out in the play. Pitcher to first. Matt Lucero coming up there next. Dakota Wesleyan beat Doane in the other game going on today in the Great Plains Athletic Conference 8-7. They're playing their second one now. Northwestern with a win over Hastings in the first game, 13-6. Red Raiders leading here, 13-3 in game 2. Matt Lucero at the plate. He struck out his first time up there in inning number 2. Lucero playing for the first time here in the 4-game series here in this 4th game. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. He falls behind it, no balls and 2 strikes. Lucero with a 130 batting average on the season. 3 out of 25 from the plate. Next pitch is going to be down low for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Devin Dirks continues to throw out there. The Broncos with only 5 base hits so far in this ball game. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Hastings last night in the ball game against Northwestern looked like a different team. We had 11 runs and 18 hits in the ball game. Broncos had 2 hits in game number 1 yesterday. 18 hits in game number 2. Earlier today, the Broncos had 8 base hits in their 13-6 loss, and we've got 5 so far in this one. 13-3. Northwestern has got the lead. Here's the pitch to the plate. It's going to be inside for a ball. 3-2 is the count. And the Hastings High baseball team, they played in Beatrice today and lost a heartbreaker to Beatrice 4-3 in 9 innings. So the Tigers now 2-1 in the season. There's a swing and a miss in Lazaro. He strikes out for the second time today. That's going to be a strikeout number 4 in the ball game now for Devin Dirks. Jaden Stone comes up to the plate next. Adams Central is supposed to play Fremont today in the Elkhorn tournament. That game, I don't think happened. It was canceled because of bad weather in Omaha. Jaden Stone coming up there. He's 2 for 2 so far today. And there's a ball hit to first base. It's going to be grabbed there by Goodry. Covering the bag is going to be Dirks as he runs over and grabs the bag. And Jaden Stone is retired on the play here from first base to the pitcher, covering the bag. So the inning is over. Hastings goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the 6th inning. The score is Northwestern 13, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years, becoming more than just another bar and grill. It's a Hastings institution. Don't miss Wing Night every Wednesday, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken. Fridays, enjoy the prime rib and seafood buffet. Then savor Bullseye's world-famous prime rib on Saturday. On Sundays, indulge in the brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For over a quarter century, Bullseye's has been the go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Visit Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd and Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Bored of the same old sports coverage? Get on the cutting edge of sports with Extreme Sports.
That ball hammered deep toward left into the well. That ball is gone.
The biggest plays, breaking news, and we can't forget the best sports talk.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
We are Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field as we head to inning number 6 here today. 13-3 is the score. Broncos are trailing here in the ball game. Aaron Elgersma is now going to come out and throw for the Broncos. Elgersma, he's going to be making his second appearance of the season. He threw 1 1/3 innings in his first appearance and gave up 7 hits and 8 runs, all 8 earned, 3 base on balls and a strikeout. Team's batting .636 against him. How's this for an earned run average? 54.00. So Aaron Elgersma is going to come to the mound for Hastings in a 13-3 ball game. This is Braden Bielner leading things off here for Northwestern in the 6th inning. Down here in the number 7 hole. And a pitch to him is going to be in there for a strike. Bielner playing for the first time this series. In this 4th game, he has struck out. He has grounded out. He's got an RBI single in his 3 plate appearances so far. There's a pitch there by Elgersma. Is going to be in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. So Aaron working on his ERA today at 54.00. Rough outing there in his first outing of the season. There's the ball that's going to be lifted up on the right side in shallow right field. And going back and making the catch is going to be our second baseman in Matt Lucero. So Bielner is retired in the play as he flies out to second base. Coming up there next is going to be Kevin Rubio. Rubio is the catcher. He's got a triple. He's got a single, and he has walked today. So he's been on base all 3 times. He's got 3 scores as well. Takes a strike there, 0-1 to Kevin Rubio. 13-3 is the score. Northwestern scoring 9 runs in the 5th inning. There's a big cut there and a swing and a miss from Rubio. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Working from the stretch, Aaron Elgersma throws another one into the plate. That's swung on and missed, so strikeout there. Kevin Rubio strikes out. First strikeout for Elgersma. Now Brody Ayers is scheduled to come to the plate next, and here he comes. Ayers is the shortstop. So far in his second ball game, he has grounded out twice, and he has walked to produce a run when the bases were loaded. So a bases-loaded walk. Ayers started the day with a batting average of .307. 2 men out here for Northwestern in the 6th inning. 13-3 is the score. The Red Raiders with a lead on a cold and cloudy day here. That's Duncan Field with the wind chill down around the mid-20s. There's a ball hit right to Lucero at second base, and he grabs it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So Aaron Elgersma comes out of the pen and sends the Red Raiders down in order here as Brody Ayers lines out to a second base to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with a score. Northwestern 13, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy.
Someday's gonna be one day soon.
Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
At Bosselman Energy Companies, we take pride in being a trusted partner to our customers, a strong presence in the communities we serve, and a family business that truly cares. Founded in Grand Island in 1948, Bosselman Energy has grown into a diverse group of companies with locations across the Midwest. We supply local communities with essential petroleum products that fuel farms, power industries, and heat homes. With over 70 years of industry experience, Bosselman Energy remains committed to the principles that have guided us from the beginning, ensuring our continued success for generations to come.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at Duncan Field in Hastings as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Hastings is trailing in this game by the score of 13-3. Hastings has been out hitting this game 14-5. Jace Valdez, Jared Delgado, Eddie Henchuk coming up to the plate here for the Broncos in the 6th inning. Valdez so far in this second ball game is 0 for 2. He's grounded out once and he's hit into a double play. So Jace Valdez to the plate here, and the first pitch is going to be outside, and it gets away from the catcher. No harm done. Nobody on the base pads here for the Broncos. Devin Dirks continues to throw out there for Northwestern. He's going all the way for the Red Raiders today. There's a ball hit right back to Dirks, who snags the ball. Wow. He got his glove down in a hurry there and snags that ball about knee high. A line shot right back to the pitcher's mound. Jace Valdez is retired on the play. There's Jared Delgado coming to the plate next. We've got Dirks now at 89 pitches in the ball game. He's given up 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. 89 total pitches thrown in the ball game by the starter in Devin Dirks. Boy, this Northwestern team, they've got the bats. We've seen that all 4 games in the series, and their pitching staff not too shabby either. There's Delgado as he fouls away this pitch here toward the third base side. No ball, actually 1 ball and 1 strike down to Jared Delgado. Hastings will play at Concordia next Friday, 3 o'clock starting time in Seward. Bulldogs right now on top of the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Hastings back at home next Saturday for a doubleheader against Dordt. here at Duncan Field. Gets underway at 1. We'll have the action here on Extreme Sports beginning at 12:45 next Saturday. There's the ball. It's going to be popped up here by Delgado. First base side over here in foul territory. And it's going to fall. Almost hit one of our coaches over there that was in the first base coaching box. Grant Goodray was over here in foul territory. Looked like he was going to have a play on the ball. The first baseman for Northwestern. But he lost it. The wind may have got a hold of that one. And it falls to the turf and nearly beamed our first base coach. So Delgado comes back to the plate here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's the pitch there. It's going to miss. 3-2 is the count. Heavy overcast skies, and now it looks like some fog or something rolling in here. There's the ball. It's going to be hit by the shortstop. Ayers into left center field. Around the bag at first, going for second is going to be Delgado, and a head-first slide down there for Jared Delgado. So Delgado is going to double to left center field. Now he's going to be run for here, the catcher. Run for is Ben Richter. He's going to come out and run at second base. Eddie Henchek is going to come to the plate next, and now we're going to have a pitching change here for Northwestern. So the Red Raiders going to go to the pen here as their starter Devin Dirks gets them into the 6th inning. The pitching change is coming up here for Northwestern. We'll take a break. We're in the 6th inning. 1 bat out for the Broncos. It's Northwestern 13, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball on Extreme Sports.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are houses to make into homes, businesses to be built, and friendships to enjoy. The way banking should be.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Sundays are meant for relaxation and indulgence, and there's no better place to do it than at Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill in Hastings. Enjoy the Sunday brunch buffet from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring an irresistible spread of breakfast favorites that will make your taste buds dance. Choose from fluffy pancakes, sizzling bacon, fresh fruits, and so much more. It's all you can eat and everything you could ever want. Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, located at 2017 West 2nd, across from the water park in Hastings.
Keep it right here. You are listening to Extreme Sports.
Mike Will back here at Duncan Field in Hastings. Aiden Ciperta is going to come out and throw now for the Red Raiders. He'll be making his 7th appearance of the season. He's got no saves. His record, though, 1-1. He's thrown 9 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits and 7 runs, 6 of those earned. 14 base on balls, 9 strikeouts. Team's batting .226 against him. So another pitcher used. This will be the second one today, as Devin Dirks in this 4th game of the series is done now here in the 6th inning. Aiden Ciperta is the guy on the mound now for the Red Raiders, a right-handed thrower. The score is 13-3. in favor of the Red Raiders here over Hastings. 4-game series. The Red Raiders have won 2 of the 3 so far, and they're well on their way here in game number 4 with a 10-run lead in the 6th inning. This one's scheduled for 9 here today. Eddie Henchuk is the guy at the plate. Just joining us, Eddie Henchuk had a home run back there in the 4th inning. A home run out of the ballpark here at Duncan. We've seen more home runs here in the past couple of weeks than I've seen in a long time, maybe ever. Had 3 of them last week, all in one game. All in one series, a doubleheader. They had 3 home runs. Had 1 today with Eddie Henchuk. The count to him is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He homered, and he's got a triple in the ball game so far. 2-2 the count with 1 man out for the Broncos here in the 6th. And there is a called 3rd strike on Henchuk as he goes down. So a triple and a home run and a strikeout for his plate appearances so far here in this second ball game. Elijah Merritt coming up to the plate next for the Broncos. Merritt, he is singled, and he has flown out to right field. He's 1 for 2 so far in this ball game. Richter is your base runner down there at second base for Hastings. Pitch to the plate here is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. It's been a long afternoon here today with the weather and the cold weather and the rain and the runs scored here by Northwestern. We're sitting at 13-3, and we're in the 6th inning. Elijah Merritt watches that one go by. 2 balls and no strikes now. To Merritt, Tristan Martinez would be next here for the Broncos. Aiden Ciperta throws under the plate. That's going to be in there for a strike as well. Again, very limited action going on in the Great Plains Athletic Conference today. Dakota Wesleyan and Doane, the only other game going on. Dakota Wesleyan beat Doane in their first ball game today in Crete, 8-7. Their second one is already in the books. And the Dakota Wesleyan beat Doane by a score of 15-7. So a doubleheader sweep for Dakota Wesleyan, 8-7 and 15-7 over Doane today. That doubleheader was originally scheduled to be played in Mitchell. They moved it to Crete because of bad weather up in South Dakota. But Dakota Wesleyan stays focused, and they pick up 2 wins. There's a swing and a miss there by Elijah Merritt. He strikes out, and that ends the inning for the Broncos here in the 6th. Hastings, they score no runs in the 6th inning. No runs on a base hit. No errors, and a runner left on base. We go to the 7th inning. Hastings College is trailing the Red Raiders of Northwestern. It's 13-3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
Industrial Irrigation Services has proudly supplied reliable horsepower to the industrial engine market since 1955. Our entire team is dedicated to fostering long-term relationships with our customers and key suppliers. Honesty and integrity make up the foundation that our business is built upon. Our entire team is ready to deliver the best sales, engineering, parts, and service support you have come to expect over many decades. No matter your industry or the rigorous demands of your application, our team of experts stand ready to serve you. We have been serving our customers and friends for over a half-century, and we look forward to continuing to provide you with the absolute best industrial engine packages and services for generations to come. When you need a solution for your industrial needs, don't just buy horsepower. Invest in reliable horsepower.
The weather is warming up, and that means only one thing. It's baseball season. Whether it's Hastings High, Adams Central, or Hastings College baseball this spring, you'll be able to catch the action on Extreme Sports. And this summer, Extreme Sports will be the exclusive voice for Hastings American Legion Baseball. Whether it's Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes, or Hastings Runza, all the big games will be right here. Listen online at x-streamsports.com, on your smartphone with our free mobile app, or on your Alexa-enabled smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play Extreme Sports. Central Nebraska's new home for sports is Extreme Sports.
All right, back here at Duncan Field is the seventh inning of play now, as the Broncos are trailing 13-3 to the Red Raiders of Northwestern. Northwestern scored 9 runs in the fifth inning here today, and they have things on the cruise control here as the Broncos are out here in the seventh inning. That's going to be Aaron Elgersma coming back out for Hastings to throw here in the seventh inning. This is the top of the order up here for Northwestern. And 4 straight pitches there by two Luke Roboleski, and a base on balls given up here. Boy, you just can't give these good hitting teams the chances that Hastings are giving them. They're supplying walks, making a few errors in the field here, and these teams are taking advantage. 9 runs for Northwestern in the fifth inning. 9 runs on 8 base hits. Red Raiders have just been hammering the ball all over the park here the last 2 days. This is Devin Dirks going to come to the plate next. Dirks was the starting pitcher. He's also the DH in this ball game, so he stays in there to hit. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Aaron Elgersma on the mound for Hastings. Runners at first base. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Dirks. He swings and fouls that one off of his leg. Looks like he fouled it off of his right leg as he drops the bat over here on the first base line. Coach comes out and checks on him. So the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hastings College baseball here today, brought to you in part by Tom Dinsdale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, by Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, and by Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. So they're checking on Dirks now. He fouls away the last pitch off of his leg. He's going to be all right. Going to get back into the left-hand batter's box here. 13 runs, 14 base hits, 1 error for Northwestern. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for Hastings. There's the ball. It's going to be fouled again above the Northwestern dugout down here on the first base line. 2-2 is the count. Hastings at Concordia on Friday beginning at 3. Back here for a home series, a 2-game series against Dordt next Saturday. The Dordt-Hastings series gets underway at 1. We'll have the action here on Extreme Sports beginning with a pregame show at about 12:45 next Saturday. There goes the runner at first base, and the ball is going to be fouled down the first base side into the bullpen for Northwestern. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Devin Dirks. Grant Goodray would be next. Northwestern winning the first ball game today over Hastings by a score of 13-6. There's the ball. It's going to be hit to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Around the bag at second. On his way to third is going to be Roboleski. And now runners are on at first and third base. Roboleski was going on the pitch there, so he got a good jump at first base. Devin Dirks powers that one to center field. That's going to be hit number 15 in the ball game for the Red Raiders. Grant Goodray is now going to come to the plate next. He is walked, he is grounded out once, he is singled, and he is struck out. Kind of a mixed bag for Grant here in this second ball game. Started the day with a batting average of .311. Pitch to him is going to be outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Goodray waiting on the pitch here. It's on the way. There's the ball. It's going to be hit to right center field. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to roll out there. It's going to be picked up by Martinez. 1 run is going to score. Here comes, the second one's going to stay at third base. Goodray gets the RBI single here. He drives home a run. It's now 14-3 in favor of Northwestern. Dirks ends up at third base for the Red Raiders. He probably could have come home, but the stop sign came up. And now coming up there for Northwestern. Let's see, we might have some new people. Now we're going to have a courtesy runner running over at first base. So a courtesy runner is going to come out and run at first base as Northwestern continues to try to get some guys into the ball game here. So runners are on at first and third base. There's nobody out here in the 7th inning. Grant Riknowski is going to come to the plate again. He's flown out to center field. He has grounded out once. He's got a couple of singles. He has scored 2 runs, and he's got 2 RBIs, all in the second half of the doubleheader here today. Pitch is going to be down low for a ball, 2 balls, and no strikes. Runners at first and third base here for the Red Raiders. They're looking for their 18th win of the season. And their 7th conference win. As that one is going to be fouled away down the line in right field. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Grant Riknowski for the Red Raiders. Jack Craig is scheduled up there next. He is in the on-deck circle. Next pitch is going to be inside for a ball. Aaron Elgersma throwing here for the Broncos. Hastings is trailing in this ball game 14-3. We're in the 7th inning. And there's a pitch that's going to be outside for a ball, and a base on balls given up here. And the bases are loaded again for Northwestern. Jack Craig is going to come to the plate next. Craig had his single. He grounded out once, had his single, and had another single. He has scored a run. He's got 2 RBIs here in the ball game. Jack Craig comes up here with the bases loaded. Craig started the day with a batting average of .294. He takes a swing here and fouls it back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike now to Jack Craig. Hastings has used 3 pitchers in the ball game today. Alex Wilson was the starter. There's a pitch that's going to be in there for a strike. Wilson went 4 innings today. Max Smith came out and threw an inning. Aaron Elgersma is throwing an inning, and now he's working into his 2nd inning here, although nobody is out in the 7th inning, and now he beans the guy. Jack Craig is hit by a pitch, and that's going to drive home a run. That's going to drive home a run as Dirks comes in from third base to score. Bases are still loaded, and now another visit to the mound here as Aaron Elgersma is having some problems, and he is going to be brought out of the ball game. Another new pitcher is going to come in there for Hastings. We are in the 7th inning of play. We'll take a break with a score. Northwestern 15, Hastings 3. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work. 4853.
Get ready, race fans. Rockham Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track. Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, the new pitcher for Hastings will be John Shepard. Shepard's the guy who has been in the starting rotation for the Broncos until this week, and they moved him to the pen, and now he's going to see some action here. John Shepard is 0-3 on the season. This will be his fifth appearance of the year. He's actually started 3 games for the Broncos. Again, he was in the starting rotation for Hastings and has struggled as of late, so they moved him to the pen. Out of 10 innings pitched, he's given up 17 hits and 10 runs, 9 of those earned, 6 base on balls and 6 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .405 against him. So John Shepard now out there for the Broncos. Well, this has been a nightmare to get through this second ball game. 15-3 is the score. Now Shepard throws that one back to the backstop, and a run is going to come in to score. So Goodry comes in to score with a head-first slide there at the plate. Runners are now on at second and third base. Ranier Castillo is looking at a count of 2 balls and 1 strike. And now Shepard's going to reach down and tie up his sneaker, tie up his cleats down there. And here's the next pitch to Castillo. It's going to be fouled away back to the backstop. 16-3. I think the scorekeeper is even having problems with the button. She needs to add another run up there. 16-3 is the score. 16 base hits for Northwestern here in the ball game. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. Castillo is at the plate. There's another ground ball right side. It's going to be picked up by Lucero. At second, he gets it over to first base to record the out, but a run comes in to score. It's now a 17-3 ball game. The Broncos are trailing here in the ball game. Braden Bielner is going to come to the plate next. And now we're going to see a new man out there for Northwestern. This is going to be T.J. Silliman coming to the plate. And Silliman is going to hit that ball out to right field, and it's going to be caught out there with the second out. The run is going to come in to score as they tag up at third base to score. So now there's 2 outs here in the inning. And coming up there next is going to be Kevin Rubio again. 18-3. Hastings is trailing here in the ball game. There's a ball that hits off of the bat handle, the knob of the bat down there, I think, as he fouls away officially a foul ball. Kevin Rubio, the number 8 hitter in the batting order here. Next pitch is going to be outside the strike zone. 2 balls, actually 1 ball, 1 strike now. John Shepard is throwing out there for Hastings today. Boy, the bullpen has been shaky today for the Broncos, to say the least. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 18-3 is the score. This one is scheduled for 9. I don't know about the 10-run rule today, but hopefully it's in effect. Because Hastings has got no answer for the Northwestern bats today. There's another ball that's going to be hit to a left center field. That's going to be a base hit as Rubio again gets aboard here for the Red Raiders. So Rubio, who's been a little used throughout the season for Northwestern, comes up with his 3rd base hit of the ball game. He's got a couple of singles. He's got a triple, and he's also walked once here in the ball game. And now coming up there in the number 9 hole is going to be Kobe Shelton. He's going to come out here. Shelton is going to pinch hit for Brody Ayers. Shelton is looking for his first base hit of the season. He's 0 for 2 on the year. And he hits that ball to the second baseman. It's going to be grabbed there by Lucero, and the inning is over. But Northwestern again, they score 5 runs in the 7th inning. Red Raiders have the lead over Hastings. Northwestern 18, Hastings 3. Back with more after this. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
With the spring weather upon us, Bob Sass Flowers has everything you need to feel that spring sunshine in your home. Colorful spring silks, spring-scented candles, and spring home decor. Springtime also brings high school proms. We offer custom corsage, boutonnieres, and handheld bouquets. Call us today to order yours. Located at 2618 West 2nd in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
Need a power boost after a serious workout? Stick with the original recovery drink. Highland Dairy's chocolate milk contains 13 essential nutrients, including protein and electrolytes, helping you build muscle and hydrate better than water. Our Chocolicious milk is perfect for building healthy bones in little ones and maintaining bone health in adults. It's chocolate milk with no artificial growth hormones, and it's locally made, so you know you're getting the best for your body. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
You are listening to Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports.
All right, Mike Will back here at Duncan Field in Hastings. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 18-3. The Broncos are trailing here in the ball game. They will come up here with 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order. Jake Porras is going to come out here and bat for Hastings. Porras is a right-handed hitter. Porras with a .263 batting average on the season. Porras has got 5 base hits and 19 trips to the plate. He's got 1 double. He hit a home run a couple of weeks ago. 3 RBIs. He has scored 3 runs. No walks, and he's got 9 strikeouts so far this year. So Jake Porras takes a whack at things here. Fouls away the pitch. The count is at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 is the count here to Porras. Aiden Ciperta continues to throw out there for the Red Raiders. Boy, they have put screws to Hastings here in this series this weekend. There's a high fly ball. It's going to be here. It's going to fall here in fair territory. The third baseman calling for it. You kind of heard it out there. I've got it. Well, guess what? He didn't have it. And Silliman watches that one bounce off of the turf here. And Porras is going to get a single here. Coming up there next is going to be Caleb Dunnick. He's going to bat here in the 7th. He has struck out twice so far in the ball game. So Porras is going to get a base hit. He's on the bag now at first base for Hastings. The 7th hit of the ball game for the Broncos. There's one hit right to the second baseman. He grabs it. He goes over to first base, a double play. Porras has doubled up a line shot to the second baseman, Castillo. He gets it back to first base to double up Porras at the bag. So a double play here. Turned by Northwestern. Tyler Welsh is going to come out there next. Welsh is down here in the number 8 spot in the batting order. He is grounded out twice in the ball game. So Tyler Welsh comes up there. Sepurda again is the pitcher. Aiden Sepurda for the Red Raiders. And the first pitch is going to be outside. 1-0 is the count. 18-3. Hastings College is trailing here in the ball game. There's a fastball there. It's going to be in there for a strike. Big innings here for Northwestern today. They scored 9 in the 5th inning. They scored 5 in the top of the 7th inning. There's a swing and a miss there by Tyler Welsh. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 17 base hits for Northwestern in this game. Hastings was 7. Broncos with a couple of errors to go along with their troubles today. 1 error for Northwestern. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. Next up for the Broncos, the conference leaders, the Concordia Bulldogs. Next Friday beginning at 3 down in Seward. Back here against Dordt next Saturday beginning at 1. We'll have the Dordt-Hastings doubleheader here on Extreme Sports next Saturday beginning at 12:45. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Matt Lucero would be next for the Broncos. He's down here in the on-deck circle on the third base side. It's been a long afternoon for Hastings today as the Broncos lost the first game 13-6. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Tyler Welsh. Reaches out there and fouls this one away back to the screen. First ball game, Northwestern had 12 base hits. They scored 13 runs. Hastings with 6 runs and 8 hits. They've been in double digits in hits in all 4 games of the series this weekend, including 17 here in this one. There's the ball hit by the shortstop into left center field. That's going to be a base hit there for Tyler Welsh. So Tyler gets on board here for the Broncos. Matt Lucero is going to come to the plate next.
Matt Lucero.
Lucero has struck out a couple of times here in the ball game. Lucero will come to the plate here. Start of the day with a batting average of 120. Lucero had 3 hits and 25 trips to the plate coming in here. And he's 0 for 2 here in this ball game. And the pitch to him is going to be up high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Broncos sitting at 6-19 in the season, 3-8 in the conference. Northwestern now 17-10, 6-5 in conference play. But they're well in control of this one, leading 18-3. There's the ball ripped down the line in right field. Dakota Wesleyan again winning 2 games at Doane today, 8-7 and 15-7. These are the only 2 doubleheaders planned for a Saturday, which is odd. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Matt Lucero. Aiden Sepurda, right-handed thrower, is throwing out there for the Northwestern Red Raiders. Man is on at first base. That's Tyler Welsh. There's the ball hit to the right side. That's going to get through there for a base hit. Picked up out there by the right field, and then he bobbles the ball, but runners will stay at first and second base. So Matt Lucero gets a base hit here. Now coming up there is going to be Jaden Stone. Jaden Stone, he has singled. In fact, he's got 2 singles here in this ball game, and he's grounded out once. Jaden Stone started the day with a batting average of .333. He had a triple in game number 1. So Stone comes up there with 2 men out here in the 7th inning, and now we got 2 guys on. That's Tyler Welsh down there at second base. You got Matt Lucero on at first base. Jaden Stone is your batter here for the Broncos. There's one delivered right down the pipe there, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Stone, top hitter on the ball club here for the Broncos, entering today. There's the ball. It's going to be hit out to left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Ball gets away. 1 runner is going to score. Here comes the second one to the plate now for the Broncos, and ending up at second base on the play is going to be Jaden Stone. So Stone is going to drive home a couple of runs there with a ball hit to left center field. It was grabbed and in the bubble out there as Jaden Stone ends up at second base. So 2 RBIs there for Jaden Stone as he brings home Tyler Welsh from second base. Also coming in is going to be Matt Lucero from first base. And now Hastings trailing by a score of 18-5 here in the 7th inning. Jace Valdez is going to come to the plate next. Valdez, he is 0 for 3 here in this ball game. High fastball there and a swing and a miss. Valdez is grounded out. He's hit into a double play, and he's lined one back to the pitcher. Aiden Saperda throwing out there for the Red Raiders. Checking the runner there at second base. That's Jaden Stone. Delivers one to the plate. That's going to be down low for a ball. One ball and 1 strike. Valdez is up there. We've got Jared Delgado on deck here for the Broncos. Next pitch is going to be down low, and again, the home plate umpire takes one off of the plate. He is down for the second time today as he takes a shot again behind the plate. Second time today that he has been down. So 2 balls and 1 strike here to Valdez. 2 men out. We're in the 7th inning of play with the Broncos trailing in the ball game by a score of 18-5 as the medical staff again come out and check on the home plate umpire. This has not been his day either. He's wishing this ball game is probably over as he's had a rough day out there. We'll take a quick break here. Well, he's got to get back up here. As he gets back up, a few smiles down there as he's hit again for the second time. And the game will roll on here. I think if I was him, I'd maybe start calling balls and strikes from the pitcher's mound like the Little League teams do sometimes. Yeah, it's not been his day. He's been down twice today. Jace Valdez is the guy here at the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 men out. Broncos are trailing in the ball game by a score of 18-5. There's a ball that's going to be fouled away down the right field side. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 men out here in the 7th inning. Broncos with a couple of runs in here in this inning, but it's still an 18-5 ball game. Bottom of the 7th inning. Saperda throws another one to the plate, and a swing and a miss. And Jace Valdez, he goes down a strikeout victim here And that is going to be the ball game, I do believe. Yep, the 10-run rule is in effect here in this second ball game. 18-5. Hastings College loses this ball game to Northwestern. So the Red Raiders come to town in a rough weekend for the Broncos, as the Red Raiders will take 3 out of the 4 ball games. They win today by margins of 13-6 and 18-5. The Broncos would drop to 6-20 on the season. They are now 3-9 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. Northwestern now 18-10. They go to 7-5 in conference play. We'll come back, check the totals after this. You are listening to Bronco Baseball. Bronco Baseball.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
With the spring weather upon us, Bob Sass Flowers has everything you need to feel that spring sunshine in your home. Colorful spring silks, spring-scented candles, and spring home decor. Springtime also brings high school proms. We offer custom corsage, boutonnieres, and handheld bouquets. Call us today to order yours. Located at 2618 West 2nd in Hastings, serving Hastings since 1955.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports.
All right, the Broncos lose this ball game to the Red Raiders today, 18-5 here in the second ball game, as Northwestern explodes late in the contest. They got 9 runs in the 5th inning and 5 more in the 7th. The Broncos are dropping this ball game 18-5. That's 18 runs, 17 hits, and an error for Northwestern. Hastings 5 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors. Alex Wilson was the starting pitcher for Hastings in the ball game here today. Wilson, he lasted 4 innings. He gave up 11 hits and 9 runs with a couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts in the contest. Hastings did get 3 base hits here in this second ball game from Jaden Stone and 2 from Eddie Henchek, including a home run, but it wasn't enough as Northwestern knocks off Hastings. Final score of 18-5. So the Broncos, they'll play at Concordia next Friday. They're the conference leaders. And then you've got a doubleheader next week. Next Saturday against Dordt gets underway at 1. Here at Duncan Field, we'll have the Dordt-Hastings twin bill here on Extreme Sports beginning at 12:45. Stick around. The Bronco postgame show is up next. You're listening to Bronco Baseball.
You've been listening to Hastings College Baseball, brought to you by the Family Medical Center of Hastings, your family's home for health care. By Bob Sass Flowers, 2618 West 2nd, serving Hastings since 1955. By Tom Dinsdale, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, located at 2800 Osborne Drive East in Hastings. By Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill. Enjoy great food, good service, and a warm, friendly atmosphere at 2017 West 2nd. By Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney. By Industrial Irrigation, reliable horsepower since 1955. By Bosselman Energy, a fuel supplier and distributor offering gas, diesel, aviation fuel, biodiesel, ethanol, and propane. By the Livingston Butler Volin Funeral Home and Cremation Center of Hastings. By Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. By Highland Dairy. And by Teammates of Nebraska. Stay tuned. The Bronco postgame show is up next on your exclusive home for Bronco sports, Extreme Sports.
There's a noticeable difference when you walk into Tom Dinsdale CDJR in Hastings. You can't miss the exceptional customer service that we're known for, or the huge emphasis we place on providing unsurpassed vehicle service with experienced technicians and quality parts. And of course, we think big when it comes to giving back to the community that has supported us for so many years. At Tom Dinsdale, we take tremendous pride in serving our friends, family, and neighbors throughout central Nebraska. See for yourself. Stop by Dinsdale CDJR today.
The Bronco post-game show is brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney.
All right, back here at Duncan Field as the Red Raiders beat Hastings in the second half of the doubleheader tonight. Final score of 18-5. Red Raiders just hammered the ball all over the ballpark here in this four-game series against the Broncos this weekend, as they had double digits in runs, or rather in hits the entire series. Had 14 in the first game, 14 base hits. Last night when they lost, they still had 16 base hits in the ball game. Earlier today, 12 base hits, and they had 17 in the nightcap tonight as Hastings drops both ends of the doubleheader today, losing 13-6 and 18-5. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to the post-game show here on Extreme Sports.
If you experience air conditioning problems this summer, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a local, family-owned business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. They have a broad range of systems to choose from. Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
So again, next Bronco action will be next Saturday. Hastings and Dordt right back here at Duncan Field. Airtime 12:45 for the pregame show. 1 o'clock for the first pitch between the Defenders and the Broncos. So Hastings, after the weekend, the Broncos are now sitting at 6-20 on the season. We are now 3-9 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference. That's going to wrap things up here from Duncan Field. Have yourself a great weekend.
The Bronco postgame show has been brought to you by Ruts Heating and Air, your York Midwest dealer in Hastings and Kearney. Hastings College Baseball is an exclusive presentation of Extreme Sports.
This is Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Scott Satterberg back here on Live Bet Saturday here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. If you didn't catch the prop that the trend that I gave out when we were talking with Rafael Davis in our last segment from the Big Ten